the headlines, panic as truck explodes near RCCG camp. Nigeria backs Saudi call for stable oil market. Ex-militants threaten to shut down oil production over pipeline contracts. Hello and welcome to Valuechain News. I am Naomi Oleribe. Reports reaching us now confirms a gas plant explosion beside the camp of the Redeemed Christian Church of God (RCCG) along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Several footages from the incident shows that a truck laden with gas reportedly burst into flame and people scampered for safety. Valuechain understand that the camp fire service men have responded to the situation in an attempt to stop the fire from spreading on its facilities and others nearby. An eyewitness confirmed the incident on Twitter but noted that the fire didn't happen inside the camp but in a private gas plant along the road. He noted that the RCCG firemen and the Ogun Lagos State firefighters are both at the scene to stop the inferno. The Nigerian government has supported the call by the Minister of Energy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Abdulaziz bin Salman, to promote stability in the global oil market. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dimitri Silver, made this known in a statement on Sunday. Saudi Arabia's energy minister said last Monday that it was important to concentrate on the stability of the oil market rather than the price of oil, adding that a fair price was a reflection of the price stability. The minister said oil exporters taking part in the global output deal between OPEC and its allies were showing serious commitment to the cuts. Analysts have opined that there is a disconnect between the paper and physical realities of the global oil market, with the lack of sufficient liquidity resulting in paper markets being unable to effectively reflect the realities of physical markets. The Saudi minister had emphasized that in a way the market is in a state of schizophrenia, and this is creating a type of yo-yo market, sending erroneous signals at times when greater visibility and clarity and well-functioning markets are needed more than ever to allow market participants to efficiently hedge and manage the huge risks and uncertainties they face. Ex-militants from Akwa Ibom State have threatened to shut down oil production in the state if the federal government refuses to revoke the 48 billion naira annual pipeline surveillance contract awarded to Tompolo. The threat was contained in a petition to President Buhari in which the security agencies were copied. The petition, signed by the State Coordinator General of the Ex-Militant Forum, Johnson Solomon, gave the federal government 7 days ultimatum to address the situation or face mass protests that might affect oil and gas production in the state. The group said it was wrong for the federal government to award contracts for the surveillance of oil pipelines passing through Akwa Ibom State without engaging youth from the state whose communities have suffered environmental degradation over the years as a result of oil exploration and exploitation activities. The federal government had last Monday renewed a 4 billion naira monthly contract for the surveillance of oil pipelines to a former leader of the movement for the emancipation of the Niger Delta, Mr. Government Ekpemupolo, popularly known as Tompolo. But in a statement yesterday, the group called on the federal government and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, to revoke the contract with Tompolo to accommodate former Niger Delta agitators from Akwa Ibom State, pointing out that most of the oil and gas pipelines pass through the state. The Nigeria Customs Service, NCS, has advocated for the use of drones, closed-circuit television, CCTV, and body cameras by its officers to monitor, fight, and suppress smuggling activities in the country. The Custom Boss Federal Operation Unit Zone A Deputy Comptroller Hussein Ejibunu stated this at the 2022 Annual General Meeting of the League of Maritime Editors and Publishers at Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, ASCON, in Badagry, Lagos. According to the controller, the procurement and deployment of drones and CCTVs along the border areas will monitor the activities of smuggling and smugglers without necessarily deploying field officers. A central monitoring center will identify spots where offending items are stockpiled, and with just one-stop operation, the items will be evacuated under heavy detachment of officers. This will avert regular confrontations between officers and smugglers, he said. Heading to Kenya now, oil marketers in Kenya have warned of fuel shortages following delays in the payment of subsidies earmarked to keep prices of gasoline low. The companies are being owed 65 billion shillings for supplying fuel for 3 months since June. The impact on oil marketing companies is so substantial that they will face immense financial constraints to be able to continue with uninterrupted supply, they stated. The threat of shortages comes just months after East Africa's biggest economy suffered its worst fuel crisis in a decade, where motorists had to wait in lines for hours, day and night, to fill their tanks. In business now, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has approved a reward scheme for users of the e-Naira, including merchants. This includes providing merchants with the required promotional materials, subsidizing the current merchant service charge by 50%, and activation of a nationwide sensitization that early business adopters of e-Naira can leverage onto to market its wider adoption. CBN Deputy Governor, Economic Policies, Kingsley Obiora, announced the reward scheme at the weekend at the e-Naira Merchants Mega event in Abuja, organized by the Apex Bank. Obiora also confirmed that the e-Naira platform can now facilitate payments using QR codes, USSD, wallet ID, and e-Naira wallet tag. He added that other innovative services on the e-Naira platform are expected to be rolled out by the CBN in collaboration with financial institutions and fintechs that are already leveraging on the e-Naira technology. With the e-Naira, the CBN seeks to enable businesses and households across and outside the country to make fast, efficient, and reliable payments, he said. And now, let's take a quick look at oil prices and exchange rates today. And that's oil prices and exchange rates today. Ensure to follow us on all our social media platforms via Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And while you are at it, don't forget to subscribe to our official YouTube handle to gain first access to all our news and content. My name is Naomi Oleribe. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.